Hi, my name is Andy Fox and I'm the VP of Sales for iValu8. iValu8 is a cloud-based platform for building mobile and social media marketing campaigns quickly and easily. We provide you with over 100 different types of marketing campaign templates that you can choose from and easily customize, resulting in a fun and compelling campaign targeted at your business customers. Today I'm going to use the iValu8 platform to build a feedback campaign for a car rental agency. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I need to go ahead and log into my iValu8 account. Now after I log in, iValu8 brings you into a dashboard where you would get real-time data on every campaign that you're running. Since this is a new account, the first time we've created a campaign on this account, there's no data here. So what we want to do is to go ahead and start building a campaign. So we click on the campaign tab, and actually you can see drop-down menus appears, and we want to click on Campaign Builder, which is the iValu8 authoring tool. Now once the builder loads, you can see on the left-hand side we have a bunch of different categories here. Contests, sign-up and relationships, feedback, promotions and rewards. These are different categories, and within each category are a number of different campaign templates that we can choose from. Since I want to create a feedback campaign, I'm going to select on the feedback and opinions category and then select the appropriate. Now you can see on the right-hand side after I click on feedback, a number of templates appear. I'm going to scroll down to the template that I want to run, which is template 589, and this particular template asks the user 2 rating questions and then requires the user to vote on a particular image, and this is the appropriate template for the feedback campaign that I want to run. So I'm going to go ahead and load this campaign template. Once I load the campaign, I'm put into an editor where I can actually start customizing the campaign for my particular need. Now the left-hand side of this editor has a number of different fields and buttons that I can manipulate to change the appearance of the campaign, and on the right hand side is what the actual campaign appearance would look like on a smartphone, and in this particular case this is the splash page of the campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and start making changes to the campaign, and you can see the change is actually reflected on the visual on the right hand side. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually give the campaign a title. And I'm actually also going to upload a new graphic that will appear on the splash page. So you can see how the image appears on the right hand side. Now in addition, I'm also going to change the background color of the splash page. I'm going to make it all black. And then finally, I'm actually going to change the color of the title itself. I'm going to make that white. So you can see with those steps, actually, I've given the splash page a whole new appearance from the template. Now the next section actually lets me connect the campaign to different social media networks. I can run this through a variety of different social media networks, and you can see them listed here, and I can activate them by just clicking on the button below the icon. In this particular case, I'm just going to run it for Facebook, Google, and email. So by deselecting those icons and selecting the email icon, I've enabled it for the social media campaign channels that I want to authenticate for. In the next section, SMS onboarding, I can actually define a text keyword that will let users text that keyword to activate the campaign. Finally, I don't have terms and conditions defined yet, but when I do, I can come back in here and I'll simply paste them into this section and allow me to create a set of terms and conditions for the campaign. After all that's done, I can save it, and now I've created my onboarding or splash page for the campaign. Now the third step is the actual editing of the campaign itself. And you can see that the template itself has 2 slides that the user would walk through actually when they're participating in this particular campaign. Since these slides are in template form, I want to go ahead and start customizing them just like I did with the splash page in the previous section. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the headers that appear at the top of the slide. By clicking on the header, I can actually just load a new graphic and actually change the header. So it brings up a drop down, lets me choose a campaign graphic asset. Same thing over here. And now I've gone ahead and I've defined headers for the templates. The next step is I'm going to actually replace these temporary questions with the specific questions for my campaign. This field, and this field below. By simply clicking on the field, it actually brings up a box that I can actually replace the question with. So I've gone ahead and I've replaced those temporary questions with actually the specific questions that I want to use in the survey itself. And so now I'm going to go over to the next page and do the same thing. One of the unique things on this page is the fact that there is an image in addition to just text. So I'm actually going to change the templated image here with an actual real image that I want to use in the campaign. In fact, this particular section of the campaign is going to let the user vote on a car from a selection of different cars. So I'm going to upload a set of images. So like in the previous page, I've gone ahead and I've actually customized this page, and you can see with the image section here, I actually have a number of different images that have been uploaded to the campaign slide. And the user can go ahead and choose one of these cars as their vote for the campaign. So now that I've finished customizing the template, I can go ahead and save these slides. And again, this is how the campaign is going to actually look on your smartphone. So the system makes it very easy for you to see what the result of your work will be. Now the fourth step of the campaign building process is the defining of your rewards. So let's go ahead to how you define rewards for a campaign. iValu8 is unique because it lets you actually add rewards to campaigns that have been built. And in this particular case, we're going to add a coupon to this reward. And to do that, I'm going to upload a coupon that I've made previous. So let's go ahead and upload the coupon. So again, I'm just going to click on that image, coupon image, and you'll see a coupon load on this screen on the right-hand side. Now I'm just going to add some additional text for the user. And that's it. Then I just save that section, and now the reward section has been saved. The fifth and final step is defining a couple of campaign settings and the schedule. So let's go ahead and do that. Now a number of these settings are predefined and I don't have to change it, but there's a few things here I do want to change. I want to give the campaign a title. There's already a description defined, a number of different tags. I can give it a short link, a web short link. And since it's available, I'm going to assign it. And then finally, I'm going to actually set the schedule. I want the campaign to run through the end of the year. So I click December 31st. And that's it. My campaign is already checked to be active, so I'll save my campaign settings. And now my campaign is ready to go and ready for users to take it. Now I can actually take a look at what my campaign looks like by clicking on one of the preview links on the right hand side here. So let's go ahead and do that and see what the campaign looks like. So by clicking on that link, what happens is the campaign actually comes up in a new window. And this is what the campaign would look like on your smartphone or on a desktop. And basically it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. As you saw before, I defined Facebook, Google, and email as ways for users to sort of log into the account. Let's log into my Facebook account. So it goes ahead and actually starts to authenticate me through my Facebook account. and it takes me right into the campaign and starts asking me those questions that you saw before. So how would you rate your experience? It was great. 4 stars. Would you rent again? Yes, 4 stars. Add some comment text here. Click next. I go ahead and vote on a car. I love the Rio, so I'm going to choose that. Click next, and that's it. And then I'm giving my coupon. I can actually email my coupon to my email account, so I can save it later on. And then I'm done. So what we saw here was building a campaign, marketing campaign, social media marketing campaign for a car rental agency. We did it in about 5 or 6 minutes. And it's ready to go, ready for users to start taking it. Thank you for spending some time with us today, and if you have any questions, please feel free to go onto the Contact Us form on our website and let us know how we can help you.